Welcome back to Kirby Planet Robobot, or more accurately, Meta Nightmare Returns. Last time, we got through 1.5 Meta Nightmare stages. So I guess this time we're gonna do more. That would be a good plan, wouldn't it? One of these days, I will figure out a good setting for audio balance between game and microphone, and I will keep it in place, and it will stay that way for the remainder of time. Let's see what Meta Knight thinks about gambling. So far, it seems that he's not a big fan of it. Of course, this is evil gambling from space, so... I mean, I assume that Dreamland does not naturally have casinos as part of its, you know, like, geography. They don't just have natural casino growth in their environment. Good job! Wow, incredible. Anyway, as I was saying, nonsensically probably, I almost did that again. Something something casinos, pest species, imported from space, spread wildly out of control. It's a problem. I guess if I can, I should try to destroy these when they have one up, so that I can get a one up, like this one. And most of them don't land that way, because that would be too many one-ups. I mean, they did just give me 3 that way, so maybe it's not too many. I don't know what their level design philosophy is. It involves putting Kirby. Man, why isn't that like a Meta Knight ripoff robot? Come on. I don't need your collectibles. I'm Meta Knight. I collect things arbitrarily when I choose to, and other times I do not, for similar arbitrary reasons. Besides, they're only things that I have maximum of already. I knew I'd have problems using that. Come back! I'm bad at hitting predictable targets, apparently. Yay, that happened. I guess I can use quick and then get that to make use of it. Yay. So, yay. Guess I'll get this because it's here. Yay. If I were the game developers, I would maybe have considered putting some Meta Knight mode only stickers around. I mean, it is supposed to be for time attack purposes. But I don't really feel like the meta energy is that worth it. I could be just wrong. I mean, that's always possible. That bus didn't deserve to live. Meta Knight probably deserved to get hit by one after what he's been doing to vehicles. Yes, I'm going to blame all of my actions on my character rather than me, the player, so that I can feel guilt-free about destruction of cute, round creatures driving vehicles that have eyeballs to humanize them, to make you feel more guilty. I'm gonna continue ignoring you. I've had enough of your gimmicks, apparently. I don't recognize this music either. Yep. Man, without the gimmick, there's not a whole lot going on, I guess. Would larger than normal enemies like that die in one hit to Kirby's sword, or is Meta Knight just extra strong too? I mean, that would fit with the usual. There was a ninja there. Yep, heal definitely heals for all of your health. Or at least 90% of it. It only costs 1/5 of your maximum point total. Which you sort of get without trying. I guess that's fine. Whoa, you didn't die. I'm impressed, Dubior. You are far less dubious than before, in terms of effectiveness. Oh man, time for another boss fight. Like, once again, barely have enough points to use Meta Nightmares on. Hollow Defense API 2.0. They further analyzed the data of the Cloud Monster and discovered even more vicious attacks. The system redesign has implemented these attacks and made the Hollow Krakow even more powerful. But against this boss, when is a good time to use Meta Nightmares? Given how quickly the individual hologram will die. These monsters were created by Susie, entering data she acquired from her travels. Where and when did she encounter the original monsters from another dimension? Who knows? Well, let's try this. Yeah, I sort of expected that would work. So that's cool. Ah, you look like you got like a sweater pattern on your stomach. The hologram was created from an ancient dragon. Dragons are no longer seen, but one of them may still be living quietly in a cave in an island somewhere. Who knows? Meta Knight apparently does not. Oh, right. I forgot that the last thing was this. It said that the people of the sky who enshrine this monster still exist. It seems the Mechanician invasion has not reached them due to their remote location. Ain't that convenient? That was poor timing. Yep, ow. Definitely bad. This dude sure moves around a lot. But he's never great at fighting. Redesigned by the mother computer, this defense system is based on a blueprint found on another planet. It's missing a segment of data and is unable to demonstrate its full potential. Well, it does certainly freak out a lot more than the other one when it's at low health. I don't think the other one really tried to do anything. I could just be remembering wrong. Says Meta Knight, apparently. So that was level 2. Mr. Star. A Star Stacker sticker, huh? I don't think I ever played Kirby Star Stacker. Look at Meta Knight's not quite goggles thing that he's got going on. Sort of a scuba mask. And he still has a life preserver thingy. Meta Knight is about as effective underwater as Sword Kirby is, I suppose. Hey, you didn't survive long. Dubior could take 2 hits, why not you? That's why you don't get the mini-boss of the month award. Blocky. So I guess this just goes until it hits something. Fair enough. Or until you cancel out of it. That would explain how I killed myself with it not too long ago. That explosion into octopus pieces looks a little bit painful. Actually, I don't know where the octopus goes, they just turn into smoke. So I guess they just return to whence they came, or from whence, or... Well, I don't know. They go back to the ether, where all octopi come from. I'm no expert octopologist. Hey, that guy didn't die in one hit from Meta Knight's mighty sword of mightiness. This one is dramatic. Okay, that does affect his swim speed also. Oh no! My use of Metaquit has been foiled by the invention of an auto-scrolling mechanic. for this level. I bet there are some people out there who just completely hate the entire concept of auto-scroll with a passion. And they probably scream into their computer webcam anytime it shows up, much to the delight of all the people who enjoy watching people screaming at their computer. I don't know where I'm going with that, other than thinly veiled bitterness at what is popular, perhaps. But that's just silly. Popularity isn't the only thing there is in life. Life lessons while Meta Knight destroys everything in the background. That's my favorite genre of fiction. Or non-fiction. Because life lessons are not fictional. They're either just useful or not. They can't be fictional unless they pertain to a fictional creature, perhaps. I don't know. See, the joke is that stream of consciousness commentary is like your brain on auto-scroll, so it's appropriate with the theme of the level. And that's okay. I'm not even really trying to go a specific path, even though the thing had some logos that indicated what I was supposed to be doing. I am not paying attention to them, really. So that's something. Personally, I like auto-scrolling because it sets a pace for the level, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It makes sure that if you're making a level and you make it auto-scrolling, the way you play through it in testing will not make the players encounter things differently from you do in ways that you didn't expect. At least in Mario Maker level making. Most of my Mario Maker levels were auto-scrolling. It made it easier to test for things that would actually happen. Meta Knight's sword does not have the properties of water or ice. Just lightning and fire and sword, I suppose. The other reason I like auto-scrolling is that if you have a lull in the action, you can screw around during it. Make your character do a little dance. Have a little fun. Press down on the D-pad tonight to make them dance more. Really, video games are all about finding an excuse to practice dancing. That's the end of that statement. Yup. Nothing to add to that. I almost just ran straight into the abyss. Not much to add to that either. This would have been a better time to bring up the parfait Meta Knight secretly eats every night, or whatever it's called from that Kirby cafe, which I mentioned at some point while Meta Knight was under my control. Because it's more relevant to ice cream than it is to whatever the heck it was going on when I said it before. That was also English. Why am I an idiot? Well, that's very simple. It's because I don't think very hard. And if you don't think, you won't have thoughts. That's also the end of that statement. I have nothing to add to it either. So, that was another 1.5 levels, but it's only been 20 minutes, so maybe I should end at a reasonable point. Say at the end of a level instead of halfway through. The quick seems pretty good for underwater levels. The swimming is a little bit slow and sometimes a little bit awkward. Can Meta Knight destroy giant mechanical whales that may or may not actually be sharks instead? I don't know, I seem to keep missing them. Meta Knight, what is your opinion on marine biology? Why did I go into this treasure room? There's a sticker. Oh man. That was a difficult puzzle to solve. So far I have been getting unique stickers in Meta Knight mode, but they haven't been indicated as such with like them being rare or anything, so I kind of wonder if they are truly unique. That said, I don't really care that much. Stickers are cool, but... Oh yeah, Meta Knight also has hammer properties. I almost forgot. Yeah, I can't even get hit by these things, much less hit them myself. I'm not quite sure where I'm going. But that's okay, because Meta Knight only has one place to go, which is to the end of the level, because he doesn't have to find things. I don't know why I'm explaining that. I mean, he can find things if he wants. Meta Knight is a strong, independent character and a role model for all of us if you're into destroying your enemies with a sword. He's probably... Actually, he's probably not a good realistic starting point for how to hone your fighting style, because Kirby's not exactly the most realistic video game series in existence. I mean... Unless you're an alien from a future advanced society digging up old videos on the internet, and you happen to be, coincidentally, exactly like everything in this game. But that seems like a very unlikely occurrence. Meta Knight can sit in a car and tilt. Meta Knight's opinion on tilt controls is the same as his opinion on everything else. Indifference. That is the only emotion that can be conveyed through his mask of stoicism. I missed. This is a hard puzzle. I failed it actually, so it kind of was, I guess. Guess you're supposed to bait the octopus in order to fool the octopus into attacking and stuff. But, you know, whatever. That's a tall ice cream cone. I don't particularly care. Meta Knight is good at vertical spaces. Maybe I can find out if I can just... I just sort of phased through you instead. So you have an awkward hitbox too, Mr. Marine Biology. Fair enough. This is also a Kirby Air Ride song. as I am sure I have mentioned previously, but I don't remember where it is used in the game. Probably one of the city trial events. Because I don't think it's one of the top ride ones. Where's Kirby Air Ride 2? I need it in my life. Water levels sure are something. Oh. I don't want to ignore Waddle Dee, that would just be rude. What if he's an anxiety-riddled individual who thinks that if he's ignored by accident, everyone hates them? Why did I say that? I don't know. That octopus just gave up. Sometimes, I guess, my ability to rant semi-anonymously on the internet about things that go through my head leak into my videos instead of just all over my Twitter account. Time for whatever the third boss was. By the time I edit this, I will have forgotten everything that I said. And then I will get a reaction about, oh, hey Susie. Oh, you got a new paint job. As a child, Sue was involved in an accident during a mother computer experiment and went missing. Why, she joined the company after all this time. Her full name is Susanna Patria Haltman. Patria. Well, that's some interesting backstory news, I guess. She has a very nice, colorful robot, also. Yep. I'm just sort of running into stuff. Get back here. I did some sort of weird shuttle loop thing there, but I don't know exactly what I pressed. I could look, but I won't. Hooray for the upward butt stab technique. I agree, Meta Knight. So far, the times are fairly consistent, which is interesting. I thought I had that one, but I guess not. Oh man, it's the hype sticker. Man, why can't Meta Knight drive a robot? Stay tuned next time when we don't answer that question, but Meta Knight kills more things. Hooray!